What is this place? Is this really the... Wow. Who would have thought there'd be a place like this?
The sages wanted to realize their god creation plan without being discovered. The safest and most convenient way would be to build within the academia.
That's true. They were already hiding one god.
Judging from the structure here, the project is a huge undertaking. The sages really saw the god creation plan as their ultimate goal. But this place doesn't look like it could have been constructed by the academia alone. The Fatui under the doctor sure didn't hold back. They provided a lot of technological support.
Yeah, or else they wouldn't have...
Is that it, though? I've always felt that this doctor is different from the academia sages. He doesn't seem to share their sense of urgency. Instead of being interested in the end product, it's like...
The Fatui Harbingers are all such weirdos.
So, this Fatui that they're trying to turn into a god is called the Balladeer? We had previously come into contact with his consciousness. One is the desire for a gnosis, since he was created to be the vessel for one. The other obsession is probably related to his past.
Paimon knows that he was a prototype puppet for the Raiden Shogun before he became a Fatui Harbinger. That's why he wants a gnosis so badly. There's no way he'd willingly be a test subject.
It sounds like you know the Balladeer quite well. I see. Tell me more. The more we know now, the better we can play. Alright, time to go. Let's...
Time to work. No more minutes. Work time. No excuse for slacking.
Everybody stand back!
Go on. Give me a go. No slacking off.
Let's end this quickly.
Shadows of fate!
It isn't time for a break yet.
Propagate!
Not breaking a sweat.
Fate is upon you! Let me scry!
This should be fun.
Let's end this quickly.
No slacking off.
Spring forth! Stand clear! Shadows of fate!
Put your back into it.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Time to fulfill my duty.
Propagate!
It isn't time for a break yet.
Let's not waste time.
Let me scry!
Not breaking a sweat.
Scatter! Absorption test!
No slacking off.
Adventure time! Decided by destiny! Shadows of fate! Let's light it up!
Let's end this quickly.
Adventure! Let's light it! Propagate! Off we go! stand back!
Let's end this quickly!
Animal test 60.
Propagate! Let's light it up!
Let's end this quickly!
Propagate! Let's light it up! Teamwork is scatter! Get out of here!
Let's end this quickly! Almost.
Let's light it up!
Scatter!
Propagate! Let's light it up!
Let's not waste time.
Adventure time!
This is bad.
Scatter!
Everybody stand back!
Propagate!
Let's end this quickly! I guess this is it.
It looks like we can climb up these pipes. The pattern on the ground seems all messed up. Let's go around and see if there's a way to fix it. It seems to have stopped. Let's continue.
Let's begin. Let's do this quickly!
Let's light it up! Let's light it up!
You'll get frostbite. Frozen. Crisp. Frozen descent. Cold cut platter. Freshness preserved.
Let's light it up! Teamwork!
Absorption test.
Scatter!
Don't get in the way. Cold cut platter.
Propagate!
It's time for a flash freeze. Chill to the bone. Oh no! Cooked food. Disgusting.
Let me scry! Let's light it! Written in the stars!
No escape!
Propagate! Let's light Benny's adventure team! I have failed you. Shadows of fate!
Can't run from death.
The cart is stuck. Maybe there's something wrong with the tracks. Let's try adjusting the direction of the device to clear the tracks.
put you on high heat.
Propagate!
Shouldn't get careless. No more words. Here comes trouble. Use this first. Let's not waste time.
Scatter!
Let's end this quickly.
Decided by destiny.
Harden
Let me
a
scrap.
sting
Animal
right
hypostasis
there.
simulation.
Harden up.
Let's light it up!
Let's end this quickly. That seemed to work.
Everybody stand back! Shadows of fate!
Use this first.
Let's light it up! Propagate!
That seemed to work.
Fate is upon you!
Let's end this quickly first.
Scatter!
What an mess. That seemed to work. Let's not waste time. This is trouble. Finally.
Off we go!
Let's end this quickly.
Let's light it up!
Stand clear.
Scatter! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Let's end this quickly.
Let's light it! Propagate! Going in! Scatter! Let's light it up! Scatter!
Let's end this quickly!
Let's light it up!
This isn't good.
Written in the stars!
You can't run!
Spring forth!
Well,
Everybody stand back! Swirl, mark, propagate!
Killjoy! We've only just begun! You can't run! Well, don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
Let's light it up!
Can't run!
Scatter!
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
Propagate!
I miscalculated. Unfortunate fault.
Animal test! Scatter! Let me scribe! Teamwork is strict! Propagate!
Get a little closer. Not this time.
Let's light it up! Propagate! Let's light it up!
Getting a little cold. This could hurt.
Everybody stand back! Propagate! Let's light it up!
Getting a little cold. This could hurt.
Scatter!
Not this time.
Propagate!
One after another. Getting a little cold.
Teamwork is true! Scatter!
Looking at its operational status, we must prepare for the worst. The god they wanted to create is likely close to completion or already completed.
Oh no, what should we do? Paimon can't imagine how hard it would be to fight against the Fatui Harbinger with a Gnosis.
Are you nervous, Paimon?
If you really want to know, of course.
Yes, I am. This is probably the first time I faced with a calamity of this degree since my birth. I feel not just nervous, but curious about our fate. To me, everything we perceive in this world, everything we learn, and everything that happens to us is considered and if it's a form of knowledge, then it can be understood. However, only fate is about that which has yet to occur, so it has always troubled. So to me, that's also why I love observing humans and all the things that happen to them. It all brings me great satisfaction. And now, at long last, I will personally experience my own fate with you by my side.
So that's what you mean. Paimon thinks she
Agreed. Okay, let's continue on. I can sense his aura from here.
Who would have thought the world would be so eager for my birth? I remember you, Booer, the god of wisdom, and standing beside you, the traveler.
Is he all-knowing and powerful now like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater Lord. It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him. But even still, he has undoubtedly become a true god now.
So we're too late? The Balladeer has already become a god?
The Balladeer. A long bygone title. When my spirit ascended to divinity, I felt as if I had existed for the same number of epochs as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kunikazushi appears infinitely small and ugly.
This imposing aura, it really feels like the gods!
A body that capitalizes on the Balladeer's original construction as a mechanical puppet, with the Gnosis serving as a constant power supply. How much effort and resources did the sages put into this? From a purely technological perspective, it's a commendable achievement indeed. It's no exaggeration.
You sure are something! Dishing out compliments.
But I don't think he's reached the spiritual height of a god.
Strife is engraved upon every god and every gnosis brought forth into this world. Can you feel it? The exhilaration of such power, and the thrill of anticipation for our contention.
Nahida wouldn't feel the same things as you!
Do you not realize that you are interrupting a conversation between gods? Lowly creature, know your place!
The strife engraved upon a gnosis. You're talking about the Archon War. Tevat's current peace was not easily won. I didn't personally participate in the Archon War. All those losses were meaningless, driven by the demands of the laws. There's no point in bringing it up again.
Is that so? Yet I am deeply disappointed that I was never allowed the fortuity to personally participate in the Archon War. This is a first. Encountering a god in this world who does not crave power.
No wonder your own people have abandoned you, God of Wisdom. Your judgment is as your existence. Unsubstantial. This is where everything ends, Booer. The God of Wisdom. You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Like now, where your only option is to face me in combat. Come! Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god. Churn! Insignificant past! My endless cycle begins! Insignificant past! Perish! Feeble human! At my command, you shall fall! Churn! Insignificant past! Feeble human! My endless cycle begins! Churn! Perish! Feeble human! At my command, you You shall fall! Insignificant pest! Feeble human! My endless cycle begins!
This is not
Perish! Feeble human! Churn! At my command, you shall fall! Churn! Perish! Feeble human! My endless cycle begins! Perish! Insignificant pest! Churn! You shall fall! Perish! My endless cycle begins! Sure!
Propagate!
Perish!
Scatter!
Feeble human!
Propagate!
At my command, you shall fall!
Delve into death!
Insignificant past!
Scatter!
Feeble human!
Don't break my glasses!
My endless cycle begins! Insignificant past! Feeble human! At my command... Perish! Insignificant past! Feeble human! human! At my command, you shall fall! Perish! Feeble human! My endless cycle begins! Feeble human! Perish! At my command, you shall fall! Perish! reality is pain!
This is supposed to be a battle between gods, yet you choose to hide behind a mortal. And now, you're acting like you'd sacrifice yourself for a human. Are you having fun proving a false sense of heroism to yourself, Boor?
The data collection is almost complete. Do you even know how many times you've tried to take my gnosis from me? We just concluded the 168th loop. Did you know that in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sub-Zerus festivals and Samsara cycles?
The power of dreams. When did you use it on me? You can't even defeat me in a dream. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
Come, Traveler. Just like before. Allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams.
All that battle experience!
It's more than that. Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha. I've sent everything that happened just now to the people of Sumeru in the form of knowledge. I've asked them to help you find a way to defeat the false god. Sumeru's wisdom is at your disposal.
Meaningless tricks won't save you. Are you done with your tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
I'll leave this to you, the first sage of Boor.
A thousand eons, mine to dominate!
Share the knowledge! Spring forth! Propagate!
Kneel!
Let's light it up! Everybody scatter! Fate is upon you! Shadows of...
Burn to oblivion!
Absorption test. Swirl, Mark 2. Ha! Duh.
Reality is pain!
Propagate.
Burn to oblivion!
Committed to memory.
Good riddance, cruel world.
Animal test 6308. Delves into destiny.
Let's play through the limit.
Your new god awakens! Now, your eyes have been opened. Kneel!
Shadows of fate.
Reality is pain!
Grow, grow, grow. Propagate.
Burn to oblivion!
Scatter.
Filth! Kneel! Humans. Filthy humans. No! Wait! Please! Anything but the gnosis! That's mine! Don't even try! I'll never go back!
We haven't yet found the answer to the most important mystery. Irminsul is still waiting to be saved. With the power of another Gnosis, we may now finally understand the last memory of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
This is...
That's right. This is the last memory of my predecessor.
This sure seems very different from what...
Yes, that is our destination. Forbidden knowledge? It seems you know about a concept that even I don't completely understand. Your inference seems logical enough. Forbidden knowledge once polluted the desert thousands of years ago, but was successfully repelled thanks to King Deshret's self-sacrifice, and Greater Lord Rukkhadevata nearly Then, a second instance of forbidden knowledge pollution occurred during the Conria Cataclysm 500 years, but I'm afraid it is much more serious this time, with Irmin's...
So, if we're in the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and it's also been affected by forbidden knowledge pollution...
Yes. It's very possible that she sacrificed her life in the fight against forbidden knowledge. She didn't completely eradicate forbidden knowledge, but if it weren't for her actions, the pollution would have been... The way that everyone, including me, has forgotten everything about forbidden knowledge, maybe... I'm just... sharing her pain. The pollution of her consciousness here is severe. There is madness. Did she fight to resist the forbidden knowledge pollution in such terrible conditions, all the way up to her last breath? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for us to follow. Yes, her words were distorted by forbidden knowledge, but now we have a chance we can cross the polluted consciousness until we found the right path to meet with her lucid... And then... we'll let Greater Lord Rukkhadevata tell us the truth in person. Each of us need to be mindful of the state of our own even with the Gnosis' protection. Don't worry, it should...
Are we in the air? And why is there a huge boat?
That's the boat of consciousness, which symbolizes reason here. Its course is the direction our consciousness is traveling towards. If we lose control over our consciousness, we will...
Wow! What are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them!
Delves into destiny. Let me scry. Scatter. Written in the stars.
Enhanced Animal Module 75.
Let's light it up. Teamwork is
Scatter. Propagate.
Let's light it up!
Propagate!
Delves into destiny.
Scatter!
Let me scry. Let's light it!
Scatter! Look! A floating sigil has appeared in the sky!
light it up!
Scatter!
Let me scry! Fate is upon you. Delve into... Going in! Stand clear. Animal hypostasis and you... Let's light it! Germinate! Scatter! Absorption test! Teamwork is dreamwork! Written in the stars! Animal test 60! Propagate! Let's light it up! I'm going in!
To control the boat of consciousness, we need to find the helm first. We changed direction. Are we still going the right way, Nahida?
Mm-hmm. We'll be arriving at our destination soon. How are you feeling? Are your minds still intact?
Huh? But everything's been...
Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions. This time,
Are you saying you've never met...
no. It seems that my birth and her death took place at the same time. Otherwise, I think she would have given me a little more...
Hey, you've done a great job, Nahida. So, is this the place you were talking about? The base of Irminsul?
Well, this is the place.
We're here to find Greater Lord... What?
Is that... me? Are you... Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance? Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago. But we are manifestations of the same nature. Hence why we would appear exactly the same.
We're... of the same nature?
Because you are me, and I am you. You are me in the new samsara.
The news?
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul, and you are the purest branch snapped from Irminsul. Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches will eventually take root and grow, continuing the tree's life in another. I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably died a long time. Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead for 500 years. But you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
If this is true, then am I... going to be a great Archon like you someday?
Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be different. All things have their own fate. When a branch grows into a mature tree, it won't be the same as the original tree.
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
That's a great insight. Yes, it's also precisely why you won't become like me. But perhaps you may become an even greater Archon than I. I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time. And the future that it leads you to will be yours alone. Along with the blessings from your past experience. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant. You only need to wait quietly for the flower to bloom.
Come to think of it, the sages never had the faintest inkling of the meaning of wisdom.
Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired was in fact myself in another fate. It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you, I've also looked forward to talking with you.
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me? And what
I see. You're here. Everything that day, even the sky itself, changed into a color like this. At that time, the seven were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had a more important task to attend to. I had to protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. At that very moment, with my consciousness connected to Earth, the pain started to torment my mind. By the time I reached Irminsul, had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago, I might have felt even more hopeless and lost.
So what exactly is?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world, and a form of truth that can't be understood. It came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even I could never understand it. The world is constantly rejecting it, leading to all... If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul, I'm afraid the entirety of Tevat could fall apart.
So, there's knowledge that even the god of...
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel the forbidden knowledge with my strength, which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom and named it the Akasha.
It's truly the world's most amazing...
Thank you. For a long time, though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha. Then I compiled their wisdom and all of my own power.
Well, did it work?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru, almost all the forbidden knowledge was cleared from Irminsul. But things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. I had it, and then I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul. It brought me knowledge and from the very beginning. My existence had been polluted by the forbidden knowledge.
Oh no. I've experienced that pain in your consciousness. It must have been a hard...
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. The important thing was that even if I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to exist in Irminsul as memories and knowledge, meaning that the forbidden knowledge couldn't ever be permanently eradicated. And there's no way for me to eliminate myself. It would be a sort of paradox. So, I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation in the next samsara, and left a trail of clues, all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my pollution from Irminsul forever.
Wait!
So you realize what that implies? You are very smart indeed. Irminsul has all the knowledge and memories of this world. And as you've realized, just removing me from Irminsul means I essentially will never have existed in this world. But this is the only way.
People love you so much, and they've missed you so much over... How can we just forget you like that? Is there really no other way?
You're the god of wisdom, Boer. You should know that there is no other way.
But this...
No need to feel so sad, Boer. As someone who delights in wisdom, you should feel joy at finally finding... These are the words in their entirety. The answer you've been seeking all along. Let the world completely forget me. We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow. I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness. I'm the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people. Goodbye, people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
I'm alright. I'm just a little confused. We've just saved the world, right? So I don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from. Just now, we used the power of two gnosis to successfully connect, and we removed the remaining pollution from Merman Soul.
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there just...
Huh? That sound... Traveler!
I've been waiting here far too long. But finally I have the chance to be alone with you. All the precious time I wasted has finally paid off.
The doctor! What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. As I expected. It doesn't have any... This is the only thing of interest I found among the sage's research. I thought I'd take it for a little spin. Don't worry. I know you would never forgive me if I actually killed them. I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do anything dangerous that could potentially damage our relation.
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left Sumeru. Why are...
I left Sumeru, but I also stayed in Sumeru. Even the God of Wisdom is restricted by the habits of cognition.
You mean... there are many different versions of you in this world?
An astute guess. Even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of how I observed the world. Observation is the first step of any experiment, but observing the current world doesn't satisfy me. It lacks an important dimension, that of... So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into independent individuals. That's all there is to it. Indulge me. How does the God of Wisdom find my method of seeking knowledge?
It's an insult to the very concept of life. Life inherently has many rules and restrictions, each with its own significance and reason to exist. They can't be broken on a whim.
Good. Amazing, even. Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with themselves, not to mention oneself from a different period.
Since you were in the academia, why wait until now to show up? You could very well have stopped us and helped that fake...
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment? It was my experiment. So why should I interfere with the result?
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal. Yet you really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on your hands. How would you have faced your own god then? would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of your—
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome. But you're right. And that's exactly why I'm disappointed with the conclusion of this experiment.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have even fewer convictions than a typical—
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. They just don't fit your standards, that's all. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and it's time to tidy up the equipment and reclaim any useful material. For example, the Gnosis. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time. Besides, you have no way to use that Electro-Gnosis in battle.
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you intend—
I'm merely stating a fact. After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally, I hope to show proper respect and dignity to the God of Wisdom.
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute I understand your scheme, but— what if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Awaken the heavenly— Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Tevat and all the laws. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And if so, how do the Fatui plan to deal with the consequences? Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Gamble? How surprised. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. The word gamble is the last thing I expected to hear from— But this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle and is an essential trait as an experimenter. Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility.
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this Electro-Gnosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your fellow Harbingers. Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events, shouldn't you pay the corresponding
price? Interesting. What price would you have me pay?
How about erasing all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict me, the most threatening opponent of the Nation of Wisdom. What you request of me is like plucking out the eyes I have placed in the dimension of time. Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time and effort, requiring me to destroy them all here and now. Bravo. A suitably wise decision on your part. Yes, how very interesting. Can I assume that you have long been wary of me? Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, your idea wouldn't have worked. What did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how you know I've long grown tired of their doubts and endless—
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself. Being as smart as you are, have you managed to do that?
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a Gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship between all the versions of you really—
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a Gnosis. Do you think anyone can offer themselves at a higher price? Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find better perspectives. Perhaps it's best to say, you're just temporarily ahead. But what I'd like to know is, How can you be sure that I've really erased them?
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision!
Sheer
You can't be
foolishness.
serious!
How could I have been so short-sighted?
You think this is the end? Wait, I'll have my revenge!
You'll make
Good
this moment
riddance.
count.
You will regret this!
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge drive the realm. There won't be any further gaps for you to explore.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Of course, I have no interest in being rejected by this city for a third time. Another chess piece. And where is your
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of...
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then there's no further use for the Gnosis of Sumeru. Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the Seeker? Oh, judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way. Since you're the God of Wisdom, how about I exchange some knowledge with you?
People exchanging knowledge with the God of Wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge. Arrogant as that is, it has piqued my interest.
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Irminsul concerning the truth of this world. Once I finish telling you about this, it will be time for me to say goodbye. With negotiations, we've all gotten what we wanted.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say.
Are you awake? Kali says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up! Good morning! How are you feeling today? Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even Tainari could stop us from going... Come on, Traveler.
Everyone, I'd like to introduce...
Hello,
She'll be dancing...
Inaya's taken her place on the stage! When you stop and think about it, Nilu's efforts, everyone's wisdom, Inaya's determination... Huh? What do you mean by that? The whole demolition thing, if he really wanted... Oh well, it's not like we can understand how people like him think. Huh? Wait, look who the cat dragged in! Isn't that Inaya's father?
Oh. I don't have much to do today, so I just came...
Are you looking...
No, I am simply here to watch a performance. There is no need to trouble her. Well, I was. My loss at the debate caused quite the loss of face for the academia, so I used this opportunity to suggest that my superiors temporarily suspend me from duty. Otherwise, the rumors would probably...
Suspended?
Yes, I am temporarily unemployed. However, I now have an abundance of time, so I can afford to come. I admit that I do not. I still cannot forget that young lady's perseverance. There are no parents who do not worry about their children. Never mind.
You're already here, so...
No, that is... Do not tell her that I was...
Come on. Who knows if you'll get a chance like this again?
But...
Huh? You said you were going to make peace with your past. Show your father how much you've grown. Don't be nervous. Everyone at Zubair Theater has your back. Hey, let's go somewhere else. We should give them some space.
You sure they'll be okay?
I don't know, but I think we should have faith in them.
Yes, Inaya. I have something for you. I'm still learning. It's hardly a masterpiece, but it's yours, if you'll take it. You don't have to take it. It's fine. Never mind.
Let's have a heart-to-heart. Father.
Like father, like daughter. They're both so awkward with their...
Yeah, she probably...
Do you think they'll be able to...
I'm not sure. All those years of art, but no matter where their hearts and bodies meet, all I wish for... Oh, by the way, everyone's really... So, we made you a little something.
Isn't this... Whoa! This is amazing!
We've also never made anything this... Mr. Zubair and Miss Raykar, as adventurers. That's why we hope that your time at Zubair Theater will become a fond memory of your journey. You two are...
We'll come back and watch you dance whenever we get...
You're welcome. Come on, take it. This is... Looks like you're awake.
Yep.
I prepared some breakfast today.
It's nice to have you.
Well, now that I've recovered from Alizar, I'm feeling better than ever.
And Paimon bets they're on.
Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night.
Nope. Paimon wanted to read the letter with you. Oh, it's as heroes of Sumer.
Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. Everyone's aware of your abilities.
Anyway, let's go before you leave. Canary!
Good morning. How do you feel?
We feel much better. How about you?
I'm recovering well. Thanks for asking.
But from the looks of it, you seem to be already busy with work.
It's fine. I'm not that busy, really. The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now, I only need to tend to my Forest Watcher duties.
It seems once Irminsul started getting better, everything else...
Yes, but there are still some residual effects. The withering is one example. Though it won't spread anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear. We forest rangers will still need to do the work.
By the way, we have some good news. Sino got his...
This news is hardly new. He had already mentioned it to me before.
Huh? You mean he was already here?
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting. He just asked me a few questions and left.
And you probably already know all about the celebration feast.
Celebration feast?
Huh? But didn't Nilu say in her letter that they would celebrate Sino? He didn't tell you?
Perhaps, or alternatively, he doesn't know about it either.
Come to think of it, Sino doesn't seem like the type who'd enjoy it. You and Kale are both Sino's close friends. Why don't you come to the feast with us?
Kale has taken over some of my tasks these days. I don't think she'll have time for it. Not to mention me. You see, some VIPs have come to the forest.
Huh? VIP?
Well, technically speaking, they are former VIPs. The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidya forest, and the people they had previously imprisoned have all been released.
Huh?
Yes, he's a little weak, but he isn't injured and his condition is stable. Lesser Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers. Supposedly, they were ashamed of their shallow ideologies and have decided to dedicate the rest of their lives to cultivating wisdom in the Avidya forest. When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first, but also became happy, feeling that the sacred light guiding them on the path of discovering wisdom had begun to shine. As a result, work has increased for the forest rangers.
That sounds really exciting.
There's nothing we can do, really. But that's another topic. Back to the matter at hand. Are you...
Right! We're here to request permission to head out. Would that...
You've recovered well. You may go, but be careful.
Yay!
The rainforest is the best place to live.
Well, there won't be any problems if the feast starts at that time.
Mr. Zubair, I finished tallying things up here.
Oh, it'll...
Hey, Nilu!
Traveler, Paimon!
We got your letter, so here we are!
You're the best. The other guests haven't even
Huh? Are we...
Yeah. I had someone deliver letters to all of our...
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if your friends are important figures, they shouldn't just think Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celebrity after all.
If you consider enjoying Nilu's dances having good taste, then almost everybody... Because Paimon thinks everybody will love her performance.
That's right. Nilu is an absolute favorite among Master Zubair. Let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience members next time. I think these two may win.
Nonsense, it is not. But indeed, we...
Ooh, good idea.
I don't want you giving pictures of me to everyone. I'm satisfied just being able to perform here.
There's always a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Traveler and Paimon, could you help if for some reason they didn't...
Yeah, we can also check out how...
As for Sino, We've only heard that he appears at the Academia. I'm not too sure about Rahman's whereabouts. As for Dunyarzad, I just hope she's feeling better.
Okay, got it. Let's go, Traveler. We haven't seen Al-Haytham anywhere. Let's ask that Hey there, have you seen Al-Haytham?
Yes, it seems Scribe Al-Haytham has gone to the House of Dana. You should be able to find... But you're already the second group of people I've seen looking for him today.
Oh? Who else?
Mr. Cavey was just here asking about him. You wouldn't believe how terrible... Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sage.
No way.
Ah.
Al-Haytham should be around here somewhere, right? Oh, he's over there! But it looks like he might...
Just put down that worthless book and tell me what happened in the Academia.
This is not just some worthless book. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to find a physical book like this in Sumeru?
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway. Just put it aside. Listen, I came back today only to hear that the sages have disappeared.
Oh? You sound surprised. I thought you would already know the inside story.
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me. So just tell...
Well, I almost became a sage.
Huh?
Oh, don't sound too surprised now. You're the renowned Kaveh, light of the Ksharawar. Besides, as a master builder and craftsman, chances are you'll be appointed as a sage too.
Why do I feel like you don't really mean it?
Huh. What makes you say that? Why would you question...
Maybe it's because you've never said anything good about me before.
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment. And anyone who knows you as well as I do would surely do the same.
Ugh, you... See? This is why I hate discussing anything with you.
It seems that you really can't...
Ha! What was your...
Well, then you might as well move out of my house.
Are you threatening me? Ugh, and don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The Academia might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
Forget what's going on with the Academia. Haven't you been busy with your construction project? Tell me, when...
Don't get me started. I get angry.
So, what great building did our master architect...
Like I need to tell you. Keep your...
No, I think we deserve to know. Where were you when Sumeru needed you most?
I was in the desert for a large project, but considering Haravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, you probably wouldn't understand. Which is truly unfortunate. I can only pity the man who doesn't understand... Hold on, wait a second. What do you mean by when Sumeru needed me most?
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert, many people came together to save Sumeru.
Ha! And you think I...
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his accomplices have all been overthrown.
Huh? What nonsense are you talking?
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for funding from the Grand Sage. Yours, though, on the...
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
Oh, it's you two.
We're running some errands for Nilu. Have you received her letter?
Letter?
Nilu said she sent out a...
If she addressed the letter to Al-Haytham of the Academia, then the letter should have gone to my office. I've been busy these days, so I haven't had time to check for any new mail at my office. I only now have some free time to attend to personal matters.
Have you always been so busy with your...
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed recently and the whole Academia was practically turned upside down.
Tainari told us they all went to train in the Avidia Forest. Apparently...
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull it off, they even imprisoned the other 2 rational sages. To imagine such things could take place in the Academia.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes, at least that's how they're supposed to sound. It's said that when the Academia was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established the 6 great schools, each representing one of the 6 numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded. Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with the 6 great schools, and the leaders selected for the schools are among the 6 great sages, there is one central leader. Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahumana and Amorta remain now. They were imprisoned for opposing Azar, and were only rescued after Azar's downfall.
So who's managing things in the other 4?
Yes. Normally, new sages are selected based on a strict set of criteria.
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection in Sumeru.
Yes, about that. You didn't let me finish. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the Academia. But I refused.
Huh?
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6 great sages. Like I said before, I don't like being a...
Oh, all right.
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs within the Academia before the new sages take office. And the first thing I'll do is reject Kasharawar's application for funding.
By the way, who was that other person?
Do we look like friends?
Paimon doesn't know. That's what...
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the representative for Ksharawar scholars, which is exactly why he always has so...
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people...
Such is the work of the Academia Scribe.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are our planner, remember to...
All right.
This is Port Ormos. Now where could...
Is that Paimon I hear?
Huh?
Oh, it's been a while. How are you doing?
Dunyarzad! It's been so long since we've seen...
I'm doing well. I don't know if you've heard, but Alazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
You kidding? Knowing them and the connections they've got?
Yeah!
That's right. My lady is feeling better now, so I'm accompanying her for a walk.
Why do you still call me that, Dia? You've already informed my father of your resignation.
I guess I'm just used to calling you my lady.
Resignation?
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very much. It wouldn't be a problem if you wish to continue to be our bodyguard.
I'm not a woman that's easily persuaded. You should know that by now. When I took this job, I had already decided that I'd quit as soon as you recovered. It's time for me to get back out there and chase that horizon.
So what are you gonna do now if you're not gonna...
I want to take a risky job and put my body to the test.
Huh? But we literally just finished one of...
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan with you, I guess I still get fired up. Life is short, and I'm happy that I got to be a part of that operation. But the whole thing also made...
Well, I remember a friend had someone bring you...
You mean I'll hate them?
We just came from talking with Alhaitham at the...
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work at the Academe?
What?
I heard that Azar and his cronies fell from power.
Whoa. Hyman can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Me neither. But I think Dia would look...
Ugh, forget about it. I'll hate them probably just like the way...
But you know, if you take him up on the offer, Sino might actually agree and let you become a Matra, because you're super amazing.
The Matra have all the talent they need as long as they have Sino. I prefer to be free to live however I choose. In fact, I chose this job from the very start because I...
Even if being a mercenary means facing all...
A lion has to return to...
I don't want to see you go, but...
I'm glad to hear you say that. Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not like we'll never meet. Once the whole Dendro Archon thing is settled, everything in Sumeru will... But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me.
Huh?
Well, no, not yet at least. I promised my lady I'd stick around until next week.
So, have you been in Port Ormos this entire time? We were...
didn't...
She heard that you were seen in Port...
Huh. It was probably sent to the inn that we're staying at. My lady has been very energetic.
Right, and...
So what it really...
I bet the letter's at the reception desk.
No wonder there wasn't a reply.
Sorry to make you
It must be something important for Neil.
Yes!
Great!
I'll be... Count me in, too. But is there some sort of dress code or anything for the feast? Can I just show up look...
Since it's being organized by Nilu, I don't think she'll be too picky about that. If anything, I think she wants to see us as our most natural self.
All right, then this is how...
The feast will be held in 2 days!
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Oh, by the way, do you happen to know where Sino and Rama...
The General Mahamatra always comes and goes without a trace. Normally no one knows.
Oh.
But last time we met, he mentioned that he had something to do in Aru village. As for Raman, your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he said that he had something to discuss with Sino. You don't mention it.
All right, It's been a while since we last visited up. There's Sino!
What brings you here?
We recovered well, and Tanari agreed to let us leave. So now...
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still as good as ever.
And Tanari is...
That's good to hear.
Yeah, you're the one who brought us to him.
You're welcome. Tainari has excellent medical skills, and Kale is quite attentive.
But why are you just standing here like a dead tree?
I'm meeting some people.
Oh, you mean...
I've already talked with Candace and the village chief. They're still at the usual place. You can go there if you'd like, but you know one of the people I'm meeting as well.
Oh, by King Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert.
Roman!
Oh, you know me?
Oh, well,
Don't worry, these are our friends. No need to...
I see.
I'm doing well. Many good things have...
Same here. Really, I feel that my whole life has started to
Oh, tell us everything.
Yeah, you go...
Alright, well, I've decided to...
What?
It's not that I will no longer pursue research like a typical scholar.
but I have not completely given up. I plan to leave the academia and...
Wow!
Sataria she can't teach everyone.
Yes, that is the true me.
The people of King Deshret, the stars have always...
Oh, please. Where's all of this coming?
You deserve...
Sataria's idea will bring much good.
At first, I feared it. As you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart. As if there were light... Sataria.
Miss.
These words sparked some... I gathered up the courage to approach the Grand Sage, only to find that he was no longer at the Academia. Lord Sino told me that Azar didn't belong there anymore.
Azar has received much-needed punishment. Though, if you ask me, it may have been too light. You probably have already heard.
Lord Sino helped me obtain permission to leave the Academia for the desert, and accompanied me here to discuss collaboration with members of the Air. My plan was able to go smoothly thanks to him and...
You're all doing so much for the desert!
Aside from that, I also have some other business to discuss with Sino.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has allocated many resources to support and develop the desert. I've done some business for her, and part of it required the assistance of the Eremites. I applied for a few batches of educational materials from the Academia, and sent them to several groups in the desert, as instructed by Lesser Lord Kusanali.
That's exactly what the people here need. Physical books and other related items. If it weren't for Sino and Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'm afraid...
Apart from this, the Academia is also recruiting scholars that are willing to teach in the desert. I'll let you and Sataria know as soon as I have... We must be persistent about this, and maintain these resources to ensure long...
This is the first time in hundreds of years we've had a glimpse. Remember these words. Here lies our faithful priest, Kasala. I hope people with wisdom like that priest will rise again.
Enough about us. Are you here to discuss...
No, not at all. We're actually... Nilu wanted to write to everyone. A celebration feast will be held at the feast. We'll also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement. Although, judging from your appearance, it seems you've...
Celebration? It's the first I've heard of it.
Tainari was right. He really did...
This feast is for you, Sino. Sounds to...
It's rare to see that kind of expression from Lord Sino.
No, not really. But I'll go.
Well, I still have a lot to handle here.
I'm afraid I won't be able to join the messages. I'm sorry for how I treated you and the art. Please keep dancing.
Okay, we've got all that down. Our job here is complete as well. Oh, Sino, remember, party's in 2 days. Make sure you're there.
Got it.
Today's the big day! Let's go to the Grand Bazaar. Everybody's already here. Looks like we're the last ones to arrive.
I'm here.
Ah, there you are.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work.
But we're not late, are we? It's just...
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge of today's speeches.
Nah, there won't be any speech.
Oh, really?
Come join us over here.
Everything looks quite good.
food was specially prepared for you by everyone in the Grand Bazaar. And we have gifts that were sent by the residents of Sumeru City when they heard we were. Everyone that came said that you saved Sumeru and wanted.
Feels kinda nice to be seen as a hero. I could get used to.
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job.
My lady sure has a way with words.
And I'm happy to meet everyone that
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something impressive.
We owe it to our abilities. And luck.
Really? Why do I remember everybody thinking that luck was against?
That's how I remember it too.
It's luck that brought us together, and it was luck that let us form a team. Then, it took even more luck for us to formulate a plan and moreover, judging from the results,
Yeah, everyone gave it it was almost like a performance. Everyone played their part.
So, would you say we're good actors too?
It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord Kusanali was able to return to power at the Academia.
Yes, even after being abandoned and neglected so many times, she... Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster, which resulted in her losing all her wisdom and memories of the past. This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised.
No, everything you said is...
That's good.
Something wrong?
Yeah, what's with that face? You knew all of this already.
Even if those two giants of the Academia, those sages really have some nerve. 500 years ago, Lesser Lord Kusanali used all her power for... If you bite the hand that feeds you, don't...
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but their treatment of Lesser Lord Kusanali calls for a more severe
You could simply tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have Azar and his accomplices severely punished.
I respect our deity's decision, and won't While we're on this topic, why didn't you accept the Academia's invitation to become the Grand Sage?
Are you trying to say that I'm fit to be a...
Not at all. But every person handling the selection process has said that you are the most suitable candidate to lead the Academia right now.
Why? Because he dethroned Azar from...
Could you try to put it another way? This is a good thing, yet you're making it sound like I overthrew Azar for my own personal gain.
But seriously, though, I always wondered if you had some personal...
I did have my own motive, but it had nothing to do with being a sage. If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it wouldn't be long until chaos ensued.
By that, you mean your life working as the Academia?
Precisely.
Wait, so that's the only reason why you joined us and came up with all...
It's reason enough.
You've certainly got quite the personality.
You flatter me.
All right then. How about you? You've already resumed work as the General Mahamatra, right?
That's right.
Will you be happy with that life?
It's not about being happy. There are merely a lot of things that I must do.
Even so, keep your spirits up and try to be happy, okay? And try...
Thank you.
My lady,
Yes, what an amazing...
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy.
Hey, less of that polite...
I seldom participate in such lively No, the Grand Bazaar, that happiness... Oh well.
The atmosphere here is good. I don't often come to such... I have a lot to handle these days.
There you... Well, how is it? It's the first time... You see, every guest... Make sure you live it up tonight. I'm honored to have her think of me. I can't explain why.
Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop. Hey! can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You wake up once you... Of course! Just wake...
It's me. You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. I was thinking about talking with you, and the next thing I knew, I had made a connection with you. The connection between us is amazing. It's like Flora and the fenced girl. I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand Bazaar. I wanted to have... Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all the fallout from recent events, so I really haven't had any free time. Although you've already helped me with a lot, there's still one more thing I hope you can help me with. Please say thank you to everyone for me. Is it not convenient for you to do that for... But if I just show up all of a sudden, people... What if I end up scaring them and ruining this... Oh. Yes, I have. You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So, I've decided to borrow your body for the time being. Please don't blame me. The Flora also climbs up to the fence to get cooked. Everyone!
Are you awake now? Paimon was just about to bring you the...
It's me.
Huh?
Hold up, what's
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar. Interesting.
No, of course not. Are you?
How are you?
You know who I am?
Yes.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the traveler's body. Thank you so much for rescuing me. Even if that meant placing your own safety in peril, and taking the risk of becoming enemies with the Academia, the sages, the doctor, the Balladeer, and even the... Without you, without any of you, I would have been in a much more difficult situation. Had you not helped me to resolve the cry, people refer to you as please. Allow me to present to you my most sincere...
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you have done so much for Sumeru.
Dinyarzad, the suffering you endured during your illness is also proof of you being with me and praying...
You don't need to be so ceremonious. It's always been my duty to protect...
This is how the relationship between the Academia and Dendro Archon should be. We just did what was necessary and set things back on the...
You're an Archon, but you act so humble. You really don't need to be...
I'm honored.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Are you awake? Did you rest well? After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton. That just means you... Alright, since you're awake now, she should be in the Academia.
Traveler and Pine. What a fantastic night. I'm still...
So are we. And that's...
Is there anything you want to know? After recent events, I've given it some thought. But this is definitely not a bad thing. Even from the beginning, I've been planning to shut it down. The Akasha's centralized administration of knowledge has always restrained people's curiosity and curtailed the number of paths available to them. Although people may initially feel a little uncomfortable, and as for the future of Sumeru, the former sages have received their punishment, but the new sages have yet to be selected. I will oversee the process personally. I hope that the new 6th grade sages will be more focused on academics. Sumeru the other big issue is the people of King Deshret. All the residents of the desert, in fact. They have been mistreated for far too long. I've already taken some measures to address this. It will take... You mean, what happened after the doctor put you... Not exactly. The top-ranked Fatui Harbingers, up to number 3, possess power comparable to that of gods. I was no match for him in that kind of situation. However, in spite of the bad situation, I still managed to make a fair deal with the doctor. I'm sure you remember the entity that changed your fate. The Heavenly Prince. In fact, the Heavenly Principles has been quiet since the Conria disaster 500 years ago. I used this point as leverage against the doctor. I told him that the Heavenly Principles may be awakened if I destroyed Enosis. Although it's just a bluff, he still fell for it. I assumed that the Heavenly Principles wouldn't just stand by and let such extensive damage to its laws take place. And as for what I exchanged for the Gnosi, the exchange served as both punishment for the doctor, as well as a boon of new knowledge that I couldn't refuse as the god of... He's still in a coma. I've hidden him like how one would hide a feather. I know you have many misgivings about him, but as someone who had become a god, he has retained a number of... Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him. In addition, there are still some mysteries left in him. Some things may be very clear from my perspective. His future will be determined by fate. Is that where you're headed next? Fontaine, the Nation of Justice? As far as I know, that nation operates in the judicial system.
Does their Archon personally judge people?
No, there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine. Generally speaking, the Hydra Archon, Focalor, won't preside over individual trials. However, even then, Focalor will still make herself present at just about every trial. It seems that she just likes to immerse herself in that sort of atmosphere. As Archon, she still reserves the right to influence the final verdict. Anyway, let's just say she's got, Are you sure? About your brother. While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your brother.
Yeah! Isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information and memories of Tevat? So there shouldn't be anything...
This is true in your case. Irminsul indeed does not have any information on you. However, there must be something different about your brother. Because, as it turns out, the world has recorded information on him after all.
What?
There's only one possible explanation. He belongs to this world.
But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first trip to Tevat?
According to the records I was able to access, your sibling suddenly appeared in Conria. After the Conria disaster, he began his journey through the 7 nations of Tevat. But just as his journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Irminsul records on him suddenly become fuzzy.
What do you mean, fuzzy?
All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately obfuscating his fate. And whoever it is, if they can do that, who knows what else they're capable of.
But even that wouldn't explain how he's...
Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatui have not classified your sibling as one of the Descenders.
What's a Descender?
Look, I'm sure you must be curious about the information I received from the Fatui in return for my Gnosis, right? A very important part of the intel was about this world's Descenders. External beings, ones that don't... Traveler, you are Tevat's 4th Descender.
Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other Descenders before the Traveler, and her brother isn't even one of them?
That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first Descender was likely what we now call the Heavenly Principles. As for the other Descenders, I still need to verify their existence. It could take me some time.
Paimon's head's about...
And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still have a lot of unanswered questions. I must say, I truly regret that I can't help you. There are many questions in my heart as well. I will need some time to go through each one of them. And soon, you'll also begin your journey anew and depart from Sumeru. I'm very interested in your future. If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then your future will be the ultimate...
I'm sure glad we got to...
The pleasure is all mine. I can't think... Alright, that's enough talk for today. If you ever miss me, just close your eyes, and maybe I'll appear in your dreams.
If the Tenryo Commission won't assist in dealing with the thunderstorm, the consequence—
It's not that we're unwilling.
Exactly.
Hey, Toma! What's going on?
Hello, you two. We were just talking—
Greetings.
Ah, so they're friends of yours.
Well, but recently, we all understand if the Shogun needs— Yep, that's the one.
What? So her will's changed? Oh, yeah, you're right, which would also be...
Considering Liu, a lot of people now believe that the thunderstorm is getting wild.
Right.
Unfortunately, the Kujo clan is still awaiting the— Everyone knows that it changed.
To put it simply, no one—
If Mr.
My lack of ability.
Don't blame yourself, Matt.
Yes, you're right. Okay, Tom.
I suppose—
I'll come with you, Matt.
No need.
Oh.
If you think about it, if things carry on like this, people...
You
don't know for sure.
Sounds like you guys know what to do. You know, everyone—
The way Paimon sees it, there's only one person who might have the chance. Let's take a trip to the grid.
I wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime. So I suppose you're— What a smooth talker. Though you're— Still, your answer. So tell me.
We heard the Shogun decided— Rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected by the Shogun's will. So people are worried—
All right. Since the battle—
What?
Her power was already on the decline. Then the defeat was ahead— Oh, the poor thing.
You expect us to believe—
A seeks eternity. I don't know the detail. I have heard about the thunderstorm, though. I am the only one— But tell me, why should this concern me? Why should I do this for you? Here is the pass permit.
Thanks, Miko!
My question was in jest, but since you answered it— Oh, and don't forget to return the pass permit to me after.
Narukami, please.